Hello guys and girls, and welcome to this little tutorial video that I'm making here. I decided to make a tutorial video to kind of help people start off on a new server. I know it can be complicated, especially if it's Towny. There's a lot of commands. There's a lot of different commands, different servers. So I'm going to show you some of the commands, some of the things to do when you first start out on a server. There's a path you should take. There's things you should do. And things you shouldn't do. And, I'm going to try and cover most of that here. So we're going to go to one of my favorite servers. This is the Venom Reloaded server. It's at play.venom-craft.com. It's the same here as on the screen here. Let's see. Join server. Let it load here. I'm currently logged in as one of my daughter's characters. She's only 7. She's never played on this here, so. So immediately, as soon as you log in, people are saying welcome. You should respond, politely. You don't want to be rude. Well, there's Ribbon Rose. And you don't want to log on and start pestering people for items and goods and stuff like that. It makes people mad. Alright, let's see. I'm going to see what towns are available here. Let's see. Sanctuary, Epic Pandas, Diamond Crafters, Sexy Time. Tons of them. So what I'm looking for is towns that are open. Like right here, Hodor is open. Which is actually my town, which is kind of funny. It's the only town that's open. So I can... once you find an open town, just do /t join, and in this case it's Hodor, so I'm going to type Hodor. Boom. I've now joined a town. And once you join a town, you can do /t or /town, spawn, and that'll take you right to the town and get you started. Now this server has Towny. It has LWC, which is a chest protector. Stuff like that. It's designed to eliminate griefing and people stealing your stuff. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to find an empty plot. This one obviously is not empty. It's owned by Eden. This one's owned by Jake, I believe. Yep. Now if I hit F9 twice, which is something I put on my signs over here, I'll actually show you the town rules. It's very important to read the town rules. Like the res tax is $1. What's resident tax? Plot tax per plot. So if I own multiple plots, it's obviously going to go up. Each plot is only $2. So each plot I own is $2 per day. Please no building outside your plot. Press F9. Multiple plots can now be claimed. If you leave or lose your plot, let Magicslayer know ASAP. And remember to take your stuff and break your chests. One of the biggest problems is people will leave their plots and leave their chests. It gets annoying. But alright, let's go and see. Let's find a plot. Just an empty one here. I think this one might be empty and free. Yep. Okay. I don't know if I want this one though. No, I think I'm going to take it anyways. Just for the sakes of, giggles. Alright. So, say you want to plot. First you check your money. M-O-N-E-Y. Boom. I have 50 bucks. Now with this $50, I can get this plot here. So what I'm going to do is /plot claim. And now this plot is mine. I'm going to walk out, walk back in, boom, TT pink. Alright, so now that I own this plot, I can put my stuff down wherever I find it. Plus I can mine out the bottom of this, and it's all good. So let's go, next thing we should do, let's go back to spawn. Now we need to find stuff. Now normally, you can go to the admin shop. Right now the admin shop's closed on the server because of issues. Not major issues, just issues enough to close the shop. Now you can type in. I think this works. Yes. You type online or /online. It shows you everybody that's on the server currently and their ranks. So you have 15 out of 40 players. You have a peasants, ribbon rose, and TT pink. Mediators, members, mods, specialists. It'll even tell you if admins are on and owners. So yeah, I'm gonna buy a boat. Cruise the ocean. Put it on the dock. There we go. And the best thing to do is to find another place, a good secluded place, something that doesn't look too mined out, or find a place that is mined out. Because mainly you want to find a good place to get started and find the right materials. Now, what I like to do is generally when I'm on a new server, I like to hide my location. I like to go through and dig underground, stay underground, especially if it's PvP outside. Because there are people, unfortunately, and this is one of the beasts of PvP. They will prey on new players, and if you're just outside spawn and they can kill you, they probably will kill you. Luckily on this server, there's not too many people just camping spawn, waiting for new players to kill them. So, you're pretty much safe on this server as far as that is, but there are many servers out there that, of course, will camp you, will, wait until you're just outside of town and just kill you. It happens. It's a fact of life on Minecraft. Let's see. Is this a town? This might not be a town. So there's also places on the map and towns that people have either lost or map on my boat here. Just let it fall to obscurity, and there's places like that all over the place. They tend to be good places for free stuff if you can open up the chests in that, which I can't. No, they're all locked with magic spells, which basically means that's LWC /LWC will give you a list of commands that you can do, and it literally it's for your protection. It's so you can't grief. Now, you can only protect the stuff that's inside town. Like, I can't put a chest up here in the wild and have it protected. It doesn't cover that, but it does cover the stuff in town. So if you have an open plot without a building, and you put a chest down, it's going to lock it. And that's the same way with machines and that too. You just want to make sure that that it's protected, because if it's not protected, anybody can open it. But that was a former town that was just at, and that's why the stuff's still protected. That usually takes an admin or a moderator to open for you, and on some servers they'll charge you, some they won't. I've never had anybody open up a chest for me on this server, so I couldn't tell you. Let me see. Just kind of cruising here. I'm gonna find a little island or something to pop onto. Could have done it back there, I guess. Yeah, they give you stone tools to start off with. Every server gives you something to start off with. Well, I shouldn't say always. Some servers, most servers, give you stuff to start off with. So I'm gonna hop out here. I'm gonna start here. I'll start going underground here. Now, I like to cover up. So that way, if, again, PvP, I like to go incognito. Alright, get this dug out. Now, here's something that's really cool. This server has a set home setting. So now I just set a home, and I can come back to it. There we go. Open that back up. And now I can close this. I need some trees. Then I can come back to that spot. Let me find a forest here. I'm going to cut to me finding a forest, or I can just find one right now. Trees. This is a Tekkit server. Tekkit is one of my favorite Minecraft mod packs. Tekkit, Feed the Beast, Hexit. Oops, I just broke my boat. Ah, I just broke my boat. Let's see. Cut down a tree here. Tree capitator. Love it. Now, if you're wondering what kind of minimap that is, it is not the Tekkit standard minimap. I changed it because I wanted the map option. It's what I've mapped out so far on the server. It kind of helps me out. It's a map writer. I just moved Ray's minimap out of the mod folder, moved that in. So, if you're wondering, hey, my map doesn't look like that, that's why. Alright, get some wood here. Wood is usually essential. One of those first starting things. Chop, 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 chop. Break! Break it! There we go. What? There we go. Alright. I got some wood. I look like a girl. Let's see. Like my daughter's skin, it's pretty cool. There we go. Spruce. I'll do /home and wait a second, give it a minute, poof, back underground. And it's sealed still, so I have access to it all the time. So now if I need to go back to my plot and just /t spawn, that'll take me right back to the Hodor. Boop. And I can run back to my plot. And then when I need to go back to the mining, I just gotta wait a couple seconds. There's a delay. They don't want you to just pop in, pop out, pop in, pop out, back and forth, back and forth. So I'm gonna create a crafting bench. And I'll create a furnace. When I put this down, you'll notice it'll say, created a private furnace successfully. So now only I can access this furnace. Nobody else can. LWC, let's see what, we'll do /info/c info. And it says puncher protection to view it. I'll punch that, and it says owner is TT Pink, protection type is private, access control list, none. Use C modify to add players or groups to access this list for protection. So there you go. Alrighty, now this is really close to Dreamkiller's plot, so I may build something here. A section off the plots. Oops. Some of this freshly found dirt. Hey, look. The last owner of this plot decided to dig down, so let's go check it out. Now that I own the plot, I can pop the torches if I need to, and mine anything underneath it. As long as you see this this green border here, That's not in my plot, so I can't do anything to that. See? Residents are not allowed to destroy here. Or it'll say you do not have permission. Again, that's just to protect other players and your fellow neighbors from griefing and digging into their plot. Because nobody wants their plot dug into. So let's see how far this goes down. It doesn't look like they dug everything out, so there's still some resources in that. Yeah, you dug all the way down to ground. That's alright. There's some more stone here. Now, some servers have a mining world, have multi-world servers. If that's the case, first thing you want to do again, follow the same steps, but instead of going out in the open world and trying to mine there, it's just simply going into the mine world and mining there. Most servers that have the multi-world also have the home set up. Homes are multi-dimensional. You can set a home in the nether, you can set it in the end, you can set it in the deep dark if that's enabled. It's all good. I'm going to close that up for right now. So I'm going to build my house over it. Now, every once in a while, depending on how a plot was cleared out, I think this one has it, you'll see an LWC error. Let me see. I think there was one around here. It might not be there anymore. Yep, there it is, right there. And that just simply means that there was once something there. So now I can't break that. And it was removed without removing the LWC protection for that. And that just takes a moderator, of course, to oops. See, remove. See if that works. Nope, I don't own that chest. Well, it's not a chest. It's just a block. Now, every once in a while, those exist. It's just a matter of putting something up on the website. Which brings me to my next thing. Another thing that you should do, especially if the site, the server has a addon account, what you want to do, and I'm going to bring up my browser here, is register with addon, or register on the site. Now, I want to log out here. Still logged in as my character. So you can log in and register. Now, you definitely want to register because it helps the servers out, and there's other perks too. So register and then join the site, and that really helps out a lot of people. There's my YouTube. I'm watching Weird Al Yankovic videos. But yeah, make sure you join the sites, no matter what server you're on. It does help the server out immensely, and servers need your love. That's just all there is to it. Server owners go through a lot to keep their servers up. It takes a lot. It really does. It takes a lot out of you too. So, all right, I'm just gonna build up some walls here. It's not gonna be a fancy house, just enough to keep stuff safe. So. Whoa, spun out. So there we go. There's my little house. My crafting stuff. Make a couple chests. Make a chest. And this will lock too. This I'm going to put in the house. Boop, boop. There we go. Private chest created successfully. That means this entire chest. Now, if I was to make this into an iron chest, the metal chests are part of this mod pack, I will have to add manually protection onto one side because it takes the double chest and makes it into two different chests. So make sure you watch that. Make sure you check your chests often see info to make sure that it's still protected, because there are things, unfortunately, that can bypass LWC. On this server, if you're caught bypassing LWC, you're banned. It's just all there is to it. Which is nice, because it protects the players, and that's important. So this is my tutorial on basically how to get started on a server, and this really goes for any server out there. Tekkit, Hexit, vanilla, you name it. Especially if it has Towny or other protections. I prefer Towny. Towny's one of my favorites. LWC again is another thing that I look for. But find something that you're most comfortable with, and a lot of the times the commands are available just by simply typing in slash question mark like this. See, slash question mark, boom, and it'll come up. This has 25 pages of help. So. And not to mention too, there's also websites, or even their website, that will help you get started. So this is my tutorial. Hope you learned a lot. Have fun Minecrafting. Peace.